As far as prior to COVID and then with COVID, were you content with the amount of space that you have to produce your hops now, or were you thinking like, I want to go a couple more acres, and just depending on like how the business is going, like were you thinking of expanding the farm that you're currently on?
Depends on what day you ask us.
Okay.
We've been really fortunate this year. We've had really good connections through the Aileen posting on the Instagram and the progress. We've started to make those word of mouth connections that take 2 or 3 years, and we've started to work with some really fantastic breweries, both breweries from San Jose, brewers from Morgan Hill, Paso Robles, and then of course Hollister here, and so that's been a great opportunity for us. And despite the challenges of COVID, they've been able to come out and grab some hops, or we've been able to deliver those hops to them, and they've been able to make beers with them this year. And so that's been a real breakthrough for us in terms of the journey of becoming a hop farmer. Is the first year is tough, like you're learning a lot. The second year, you've kind of figured out what your path is, and then the third year, this year for us, we really feel like we've kind of gained the momentum we need to. And then, as Aileen said, the most important thing is the relationships with the people, because it's give and take, especially with the fresh hops. We can't predict when they're going to come off. So it's a real collaboration with the breweries to say, hey, we think it's coming. We think we got about 3 weeks, and these varieties will be ready. Wow. And then these varieties. And so, and then a lot of the breweries, like I said, like to come out and check them out themselves. So, and the small breweries, small batch breweries are really going to be an important group of brewers for us to have relationships with, because we've got, 2 acres is a lot of hops. Yes. It's not enough to supply the major breweries year round, and we don't aspire to do that. We actually aspire to work with those breweries that are local, that really have a passion for making these custom beers that you can only get certain times of the year, and that they make special runs of. And then, of course, the home brewers are equally passionate, and we've just started to connect with them. Last year, I was able to go to some home brewer meetings in the Bay and take a big hop plant and give them a quick presentation, and a lot of great questions for me, some that challenged me to go learn more. But then some of those brewers, home brewers, started coming down in the previous year. This year it's been a bit more quiet for home brewing, but we think for the coming year that's a great opportunity to invite more home brewers to come out, pick some of your own hops, take them home, and then make a beer that night with hops that you hand harvested.
Home brewers are just one step away from becoming brewers, so I think that's a amazing thing, and that focus will really from only home brewing one time, like it would have been so much more helpful to have a hop yard like yourself to be like, hey, I want to do something different, but I have no idea what I should be looking for, and to come out and taking the aroma in of these hops and saying, you know what, I'm gonna try that. I think that's great. So Aileen, with marketing, so you're using social media. Now, how is that? Are you going direct message to all the brewers that you see? Like how do you go about your marketing to spread the word about Hollister Hop Yard?
Marketing is always different for every kind of area, and Erik and I, we talk a lot about this, about, how should we market this the best that we can? And I think it really boils down to the fact that we want to, our biggest mission is being local, being fresh, being able to provide something that's unique, for a brewer to be able to brew something unique. And so social media, Erik and I, we met in college in Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and we were ag majors, and I don't think social media was going on in the 90s. And so it's been a learning curve and how to do it, but they make it easy to be able to talk about it. And the other thing too is you notice that on social media, the most important thing too is kind of the support of each other. And with the breweries we've worked with, they've been really good about collaborating with other breweries. And that's a lot of that word of mouth. And that's a lot of the old-fashioned way of marketing that we've seen. But the social media just kind of makes it go a little bit faster.
Gotcha.
So we've been really fortunate through social media. We also have worked with our local Chamber of Commerce. San Benito Chamber of Commerce does a wonderful job marketing all of the different products here coming out of our county. And so they've been really great. And then we also work with NorCal Hop Growers Alliance, and they're kind of based out of Sonoma County.
Nice.
And there's a lot of different hop growers up there, and we're one of the for the South. And we've worked with them, and they've given us a lot of great ideas, connections with brewers, different things like that too. So marketing it, when you come into an industry and we're a little bit unique, you kind of think to yourself, how are we going to make this, work? And I feel like so far this year, it really has worked really well.
Yeah, and Aileen does a good job of posting kind of what's happening at the Hop Yard throughout the year. So, you'll see planting, you'll see us at different points out training, you'll see us hanging the coir rope down, you'll see all the steps. And so if you're interested in it, you can go learn a little bit what's going on in the yard. But then also I think the interesting thing is being able to come down and experience the yard itself. For people, a lot of people, that connection to see the hops growing and then pick a few and, have the experience of
I'm loving it right now. I can't wait.
It's really important. And so this two-prong approach, right? Social media, no question, has connected us with more and more people than we ever expected. And so it's a really important piece. And then kind of the other piece is that face-to-face relationship with someone and where you get to go have the experience and connect together. Very communal.